I'm CJ from Thy Art Is Murder, and I scream into microphones.
My name's Lee. I'm a percussion major, kind of, in Thy Art Is Murder.
It's awesome, man. We've had 4 months off, been with our families and fiancés for a few months, not touring, waiting for the new record to drop, and we haven't had a proper break for like 4 years.
It's the longest time we've had off in like 6, to be honest.
Yeah, it's the longest time we've had off in 6 years as a band, and I think looking back on it, it's probably the longest I haven't been on stage for since I was fucking 13 years old, which is like 18 years for me. So I've never been off stage for more than 4 months. So yeah, it's ridiculous. It was awesome. We needed it. But it's awesome to come back to Europe, you know, and have a show like we did today as our welcome back show. It's just, we're actually a band of dickheads.
We like heavy music, but we're idiots. Pretty much.
Yeah, we're very, I know, like, as a child, I was always told by my mother and you know, teachers and whatnot that I was very unique as a person. I wasn't any, like, better or worse than a normal person, but, like, well, I just, yeah, well, good at some things, not so good at others. But, and I think, like, I found other people like me. Some of them are very different to me, but they're like me in the sense that they're very unique characters. So I think we just got lucky being all of us being Australian and very unique on top of that. And then we just don't give a fuck as well. Like, we do what we want to do. We don't do anything because it's cool or because someone's telling us to do it. Every aspect of our lives, whether it's the way we dress, the way we talk, the way we party, the way we write music, the way we do anything, is we do it how we want to do it. If it's right or wrong or different or people don't think it's fucking cool, we don't care. Like, so we stay true to ourselves and to what we're doing. So I think, I guess, I don't know if that answers the question, but we're just being us, you know what I mean? I think we just got 5 unique dudes that are fucking doing what they want to do, and people like it and think we're funny, and, you know, I think we think we're dickheads.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a bunch of blokes playing heavy music.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Being Australian sort of separates us a little bit more towards the other bands, but it is a lot harder and a lot more expensive for Australian bands to come to Europe or go to America. Like, it's cheaper for us to fly to New Zealand than it is to fly to the other side of our country. So it's a big financial strain on a lot of bands that I think a lot of people just aren't willing to take that risk and make that jump. And it's just, if you want to do it, you got to do it, pretty much.
Yeah, like Lee said, I didn't even think of it until he said it, but he's fucking spot on. Like, being an Australian band, it works for us, and then it works against us. It works for us because we're very unique. Our population is just over 24 million people, and, you know, anybody, any nationality or colour or race can be Australian. So, like, I think Western and European people, when they meet, like, the typically white Australians, because we're very rare, just being Australian, like, people always seem to be really nice to us based on our nationality. Even if, like, we're at a hotel or a casino or a pub or a bar or a club or something, like, they don't even know we're in a fucking band. They know we're Australian, and they're automatically friendly to you. Like, you know, anywhere we go in the world, Russia, UK, Germany, fucking America, Canada, Mexico, wherever the fuck we are, man, like, so that works for us, because people, like, so many times a year I hear, oh, I've never met an Australian before, this is cool. So it's like we're treated as, like, exotic animals. It's like, oh man, I've never met anybody from Australia before, motherfucker. And so I've had that in America so many times, and he goes, you really got kangaroos everywhere? And I'm like, yeah, man, it's my job to catch kangaroos and put them in the zoos, bro. And they're like, no shit. Like, we just make up all these stories. But yeah, like Lee said, it's the cost of touring for us is so much more than any other band. America, you can fly to America from Europe in fucking 7 hours. Cost you, what, 500 euros, 400 euros? a flight for us just to get us and our crew from Australia, and now our guitarists from America and our tour manager from America. It costs us 20 grand in flights to do a European tour. So what we're paying for one tour, an American band can come to Europe, or a European band can go to America and do fucking nearly 3 tours. So like, I think, you know, and you know, I always get a bit pissed off about money, but we can't change the world's economy or the currency value of it, and we can't tell the airlines to make our flights cheaper. There's nothing we can do other than just do what, you know, that's normal for us. So it's like, we fucking love what we do, you know.
It's pretty much about holy wars.
Yeah, it's
a war on everything.
Yeah, Lee's exactly right. Like, Holy War is the title of the album and the song, and Holy War, the song, is about, you know, obviously like a religious war, but it's like religious war from every viewpoint and also every major religion. So it's nothing sacred. We're just saying what's happening. Do you know what I mean? So it's very smartly written. And I think there will be some people out there that may take what we're saying and doing, yeah, like they can put it the wrong way and think we're singing about these things in a prejudiced way, which we're not doing at all. It's nothing more than what's on the news or on you know, YouTube, and showing you what's really out there. And I think there's a lot of people that do know what's going on in the world, but there's still a lot of people out there that don't know what's going on. But collectively on the album, we're talking about social issues, economical issues, political issues, child safety issues, animal rights issues, you know, sexism, you know, so many different things in the album. So I think just based on the name of the album and the art of the album, I think a lot of people have jumped to conclusions just thinking that the whole album, oh, they're going to say, oh, fuck Jesus, and, you know, death to Allah. They must be saying these things. But, like, no one knows yet. No, they've just seen a picture and a name. So it's just fucking wait and hear it and listen to it, read the lyrics, you know, find out what it's about. And I think then people will, like, I think the 99%, well, 90%, 80% of the world that listens to it will agree with us, and, you know, it's then hopefully there's no severe repercussions. But yeah, we can't really say much because it's not out yet, but we're really stoked with it, man. Really happy. He's an 8-year-old boy with blonde hair and blue eyes, looks, you know, Nordic. We wanted somebody like that, and we wanted like a light to white colored veil to symbolize Catholicism and Christianity and purity, as, you know, all children should be pure at heart, pure at soul, and pure at sexuality, you know, their whole child life. So just that alone is what we're going with, and then obviously the suicide bomber jacket is something that's added post the photo shoot. So it's just ideas that we've come up with, and we had so many ideas that we wanted to use a few ideas, you know, and one of the ideas was banned from, you know, all wholesalers because they wouldn't stock, you know, that sort of, you know, some people would see it as a derogatory statement, you know, or not derogatory, like, you know, anti-Semitic or whatever sort of diss to religion as what they thought. But I find with the last few albums that we've done, the lyrical content in that is, some of it is quite, you know, science fictional based, you know, and it's talking in metaphors about different things, and it's all, you know, demons and they're destroying, and that's why our album art was, you know, very, this 3-headed dragon caterpillar coming out of the crust of the earth and spitting fire and rage, and that demon was called hate, you know, or like Adversary of the Jesus on the chair with looking all fucked up, and that whole album Adversary is all about all that sort of shit. And this is about real things, in real time, that are happening in every part and corner of the globe. Fucking yeah, fucking. And then And then so we wanted something to capture what is real, because what we're singing about is real. And we wanted something that is going to be eye-catching and something that's going to be a little bit like forward. So when people see these things, they're automatically going to go, holy shit, just based on a photo, you know what I mean? So we did exactly what we want. We've gone through like 2 groups of lawyers to make sure these things are okay. The lyrics have been like overlooked by lawyers. Nothing has been changed from our original writings, and everyone is cool. Everyone's like on board, and we've had religious people from different walks of life and different nationality. Lawyers look at these things, so they should be taking offense as well, you know. And if they're a lawyer and they're from a different, like a major religion and a different ethnic background, and they're saying that this stuff is okay, we should be cool.
We sort of been writing on and off for a while. Like Sean was always writing riffs and recording them while we're on tours and while we'd have little breaks and stuff. And we were originally supposed to record a little bit earlier than we were supposed to, but that ended up getting pushed back, and I'm kind of glad it did, because it gave us more time to go in with more material. And we had about a week or 2 before the album started in the studio with Will, so while we were writing stuff, he was able to come in and be like, yeah, this is good, this is shit, blah blah blah, all that kind of jazz. So we definitely went in way more prepared with Hate than this time, but it was never too big of a thing to find time to always write riffs. It's just, you know, if Sean had some downtime where he thought he had one, he had the ability to go and record it, whereas a lot of the previous albums we were able to jam just in a room and slog songs out that way. But so that changed it a little bit, but I don't really think it's affected the songs too much. I think it's still us, and should be cool. Yeah,
definitely. Like what Lee said, like we were better prepared than Hate. Like Shawnee had written a lot of stuff. Marshy had a few riffs and some ideas. And then we had like lyrical subjects and topics of what we wanted to sing about for months and months and months. But I had written fuck all, like nothing. And then we got to the studio. I flew back in from Sydney. The boys were already at the studio. And then I got on a roll, like with the band and our producer Will Putney. So we just wrote like heaps of songs, like real quick too. Like we could write lyrics like 2 songs in a night, because I had heaps of ideas and a few lines set out, and then we would fuck with them, and then we'd start building and structuring songs. And then we got to a point, like I think it was about halfway through it, or like 8 or 9 songs in, or 7 songs in. And we kind of like ran out of ideas, and we had still like 4 or 5 songs to write, and we started falling out with ideas, and we're like, holy shit, man, like what the fuck are we gonna do? And then we just like crammed. There was like, I think it was 2 nights in a row, I was just sitting in the studio looking at a blank piece of paper for like two whole nights, from like 6 o'clock in the night till like 2 in the morning, just looking at it and tapping my pen, like nothing happened. And then we finally did it. We recorded the album in 16 days. Our producer said it's the fastest record he has ever heard of being done that is like a professional based record. We're pretty easygoing dudes. We don't look like black metal, anti-satanic religious dudes. We don't look like hardcore dudes. We're somewhere in between weird and half cool. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck we are, but we're very, very against any organized religion. And you know, we are friends with religious people. It's not the people that we hate. It's the belief structure and the way that people have been fooled and like misled and brainwashed. Yeah, so it's like weird. I don't give a fuck. I have Islamic friends. I have Jewish friends. I have Christian, Catholic friends. I have fucking Hindu friends, man. Like, it's not against the people. It's like, I think a lot of people just automatically think like, you know, some bands might be like that, but for us it's not. It's just there is a minority amongst these people that are really fucking the world for these religious people. But you know, even the nice people, it's like, you know, you can be doing something better with your life rather than searching and like being weakened and to pray something that is not even there. Like, you can do something more with your time and your energy and your money and your faith and your hope. Like, put it into something like your family, like something that's real love, and that is real. Like, family's love is should overcome any religion, anything. Like, and I think that's what people need to focus on, especially young people. I don't think young people are having kids and families. Just want to get tattooed, get drunk, and fuck as many chicks or dudes as they want. And I want to have babies, man.
That's a good question.
I don't think there's ever been a movie. I don't think they could make a movie out of this.
The film clip would be the movie.
Yeah, dude. What, the film clip for Holy War? That's what I'm telling you. If you guys are watching this and have no idea who us two dumb Australian fucks are, which is possibly 90% of you, don't check our band out at all. But after somewhere at the end of June, beginning of July-ish, just type in YouTube something like "Thy Art is Murder, Holy War." Don't even listen to anything we have. Just watch this clip and then just see what you think. Because that shit is done psycho, man. Like, our friends Yves and Carlo from
Ambitious Films
in Germany did our 2 clips for the new album. So it'll be cool. You know, we're fucking stoked. We've made a movie for Holy War already, and it's coming out to you soon by YouTube and Vivo, I think.
But it'd possibly be starring Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.